I'm Ashley from Makeup by Ashley. This is the Strike of the Silver Scowl Pirate Makeup tutorial. I hope you enjoy. Using this black face paint that I got from Spotlight, I'm going to use my stipple sponge to add some stubble to the face. You may not have face paint or a stipple sponge. You could use eyeshadow and an eyeshadow brush or your fingers and just sort of add in some stubble. You may use some eyeliner pencils and dab that on using hair strokes. You just sort of make do with what you've got. It can all be visually effective. You can use any kind of colours for facial hair that you'd normally see. Maybe it's a red beard pirate, maybe they're grey. Here I'm using an eyeshadow brush and some dark eyeshadow. Again, you can use any kind of facial hair colours. And I'm just sort of stroking that on. You'd sort of want to go a bit darker, being a musical. They're going to be up on stage. You want them to be able to see it from the ground or on a film. So you could wet the eyeshadow and see, just splotting it on to sort of make it look more spaced out like facial hair rather than a big block mess. Just sort of trying to recreate what a beard would look like. And it can be nice and quick. And I'm also adding in some colours into that beard because some people have multicolour beards. Like I said, just use what you've got. If you're using many colours, just try and blend it all together so it looks visually effective. But using extra colours sort of breaks up that look. And it makes it look a bit more bold. It's fun to just have a go on the weekend and see what you can put together. It doesn't hurt to try all different techniques and what works for you. Using a dark eyeshadow, I'm going to make these brows fuller and a bit bushy. So I'd recommend using a similar colour to what you've used to the beard. Follow the natural eyebrow line and then just really rough it up. Make them really fluffy and messy and very bold. You could use face paint, you could use eyeliner, you could use a brow pencil. The choice is completely up to you. Grabbing some face paint again, I'm going to show you how you can make an eye patch. Maybe you already have an eye patch in your costume box and you don't need to do this, but doing it this way means that they can see with both their eyes while still having that cool eye patch pirate look. You could use a liquid liner, you could use wet eyeshadow, you could use an eyeliner pencil. Using face paint does make it easier, and you can get cheap ones. I like to get as close to the eye as possible, especially since we're sort of making it look like an eye patch. We don't want that eye to be too visible. Obviously, if they had an eye patch on, they can't see out that eye, but this way they can be on stage, still look like a really cool pirate and be able to see. So they're not going to be tripping or having any issues like that. And it's quite easy to do it this way. See, it just looks like an eye patch, but she can still see with both eyes. If you are using face paint, you can go over this with a black powder to set the eye patch. If you wanted to get creative, you could have different colour eye patches. You could maybe put a skulls and bones on there. It's completely up to you. You can use this pirate look without the eye patch, so you just do both the eyebrows with your eyeshadow. Obviously, I wouldn't do half the face in one type and half in the other. You'd just pick the one type that you can do. With this eye, I'm just adding some dark eyeshadow around the eye just to make it look like a dirty pirate that you normally see. So just a bit of darker shadow under the eye, a little bit on top. I'm using a red liner here to create a cut on the pirate's face. You can put this on any part of their face. They could be big or small. It's whatever you want your pirate to look like, and I'm just using black eyeliner to put the stitches in. You could use face paint, you could use eyeshadow, but it's a pretty simple look, pretty effective. Have fun with it. Thanks for watching our pirate tutorial.